Hello, and welcome back to Ant Gaming Suite. This is your host Anthony, and we are back with another very exciting Lost Ark video. We are so close to 3,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys hit that like on this video if you've enjoyed the content, and also subscribe for more Lost Ark videos as well as other games that I'll be playing. So today's video is going to be all about the Lost Ark Academy for the Glaivier Advanced class that's going to be released in April, which is this month. So I'm very excited for it, also known as the Lance class, and I will be definitely making a class for this character. But before we jump straight into it, there's one thing that I do want to remind you. If you guys are watching Twitch on a regular basis, don't forget about the Twitch drop. You will get one of the four options that you can pick to get a unicorn, but you have to be able to watch a channel on Twitch for 2 hours, and this is going to be lasting all the way up until May the 9th. So make sure you do that if you want this particular mount, as you know, you never know if you're going to be able to get these particular skins anymore. Anyway, you can pick one of the four colors out of those unicorns, and you will get 1,000 amethysts. So that is up to you. Just a quick reminder. However, we are going to jump into the Lost Ark Academy that Lost Ark has posted regarding to this class. I'm pretty darn excited. So let's take a look into it. So Heroes of Acacia, the Glaivier will arrive in Acacia later this week. I'm going to presuming by next week is when the class will be introduced into the game. We will have a quick discussion on how the Lance class works, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that video. Alright, this is what we've all been waiting for. A new class to the game, and finally playing for the Glaivier's launch, right, to prepare for the release of the new martial artist advanced class on April 21st, which is going to be tomorrow, 2 days actually, by the end of this week, not next week, sorry. There is going to be a stance swapping and a dual meter. The Glaivier has two distinct skills which can be swapped between focus and fury, with each stance and skill set to represent by one of her two weapons. The shorter spear is used to unleash the furious barrage in the focus stance, while the longer Glaivier harnesses the fury stance for gracefully lethal strikes and sweeping attacks. While certain builds may focus your attention into one of those weapons, an effective Glaivier can maximize their potential by creating balance between the two stances. Or you can press Z at any time to swap the weapons and change between the focus and fury stance. The Glaivier especially is her dual meter over time, and if you hit enemies with these skills, your dual meter will charge, filling up 3 segments. When you swap the meter into your equipment will be used, granting increasing the powerful boost corresponding to the meter level that you've reached the more meter you have. So for example, like every class ultimate ability, there is for mage has one giant stack of mana, but for this class it's going to be 1, 2 and 3 bars that you can fill up. If you change your stance from fury to focus, you will get movement bonus at level 1 of 5%, level 2 at 10%, and you get a 10% damage bonus. And if you have the full free charge, you get a 15 movement speed, as well as 10% attack speed and a 25 crit damage bonus. However, if you are focusing on the other alternative where you're switching from focus to fury, which is kind of more of the attack range, you will get a 5% attack speed bonus. At level 1, at level 2 you will get a 10% attack bonus with a 10% damage bonus, and pretty much level 3 is a 15% damage bonus. So the only difference is what you will be granted. So if you're swapping from fury to focus back to the shorter spear, you get a movement buff, but if you're switching it to the attack stance, you're getting a 15% attack speed. So that can be an absolutely ridiculous amount of damage you can pull. In terms of engraving, there's going to be 2 new things that they're going to be introducing for this class. One is called Pinnacle. Continue enhancing stance swapping nature of the Glaivier, and the Pinnacle engraving replaces the dual meter stage 3 effect, granting increasing powerful bonus as you progress through 3 levels of engraving. So when they're saying 3 levels of engraving, we're looking at 1, 2 and 3 bonuses if you reach 5, 10 and 15. And then you do have the other alternative, which is Control. Not a fan of the stance swapping, but still want to play Glaivier, this is the engraving for you. Okay, so Control disables the focus stance, but increases the damage of fury skills by 18% at level 1, 27% at level 2, and 36% at level 3. So this is going to be Not so much about swapping stance bonus, but more so to do with your skill ability of extra damage. I'm not too sure. I think Pinnacle is going to be the main way, or the main build that a lot of people are going to be focusing on, rather than Control here. Alright, Phaeton's Power Pass. For those of you wondering what is Phaeton, so excited to play Glaivier, you will get a head start with the new Battle Power Pass. In April, there is a Phaeton Power Pass which will grant all players account to accompany the release of the Glaivier. The Phaeton Power Pass will function like a Vern Power Pass available to players in the launch version of Lost Ark. You'll be able to use it to bring an alternative character to that point in the game. If you completed Phaeton already, you will be able to use the Power Pass on your new Glaivier right away, or another character if this lethal martial art isn't your cup of tea. If you haven't made it to Phaeton yet but are still getting close to your main character, it might be worth pushing through so you don't have to start from scratch. So this is what I am definitely going to be doing. I am going to be using the Phaeton Power Pass. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the Glaivier skills. So there is a whole bunch of skills that we are going to be going through. So let's have a look at the Fury Stance skills first. So you have Double Strike, Strike your spear 2 times. You have Wind Splinter, Strike your spear in multiple directions, Stampede Slash, Wheel of Blades, Flash Kick, Volt. So actually, there's just too many to go through. What I will do is definitely do a character advanced build in terms of what I think are the most important skills for this particular class, and in terms of Fury Stance and Focus Stance. So I will leave a link in this class in terms of all the skills that you can obtain in the link description down below. So we'll move on to the Awakening skills. So Awakening skills, you on skill Spear Technique or Spear Media, perform an attack at a target location, leap forward while facing forward, focus energy onto your spear and throw it at the target area. The spear strikes to the ground to inflict damage, then causes an explosion that affects damage. So that's pretty cool actually. And then you have Storming Red Dragon, focus your mind and thrust into your spear in front of the inflicted damage, then pull it back to inflicting damage and pulling the targets closer. The spear will inflict damage 5 times, followed by a series of thrusts that inflict damage 8 times. So that's probably going to be your secondary Awakening skill. And that is going to be the majority of the class. So make sure you guys stay tuned. At the very earliest, I will be releasing a rough guide in terms of what skills I believe is best for Glaivier. For both stances as well, in terms of how you want to play it. And then in the future I will do an update once the meta has changed. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys hit that like and hit the subscribe. We are so close to 3,000 subscribers. Until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video.